Dentist be damned! How to get rid of a toothache, especially if you're afraid of dentists. Your Smile Survival Guide. There's only one thing worse than a toothache, and that's to have a toothache and be afraid of the dentist. So if you're watching this video because you've got a tooth that's killing you, or you've got a deathly fear of dentists and don't want to see one, I've got a surefire trick that'll do the trick. It'll get you out of pain in no time, I promise. No trip to the dentist required. That's a relief to hear, isn't it? But before I share with you what it is, first let me tell you what not to do. This is critical. It could save your life. First, don't take any of the over-the-counter remedies. Those things don't work by design. They're in cahoots with the dental industry. Don't ever drink to kill the pain. That only works in the movies and will only make the toothache worse. Don't even try swishing the alcohol around in your mouth. One more thing, don't try to pull the tooth yourself. It's dangerous and could cause more harm than good. Ask me how I know. Yes, I'm well aware of the drastic measures people will go through to avoid going to the dentist. Today, the good news is, if you have a toothache, we know exactly what to do. But 100 years ago, if you had a toothache, did you know friends held you down while a barber pried and twisted out the rotten tooth with the use of sheer muscle power? Do you see the scissors in the background of the picture? It's true. Yes, a barber pulled teeth, not a dentist. And while the barber was pulling on your tooth, you know what else? Your friends were beating you with sticks to preoccupy you. If you were lucky, your friends had some liquor for you, and the kid holding a lit candle to your face didn't trip. If you were unlucky, well, the gaping gum hole that was left probably got infected and you died. Which was why sporting even half a mouth of teeth by the time you were 30 wasn't just a major accomplishment. It would have been a total miracle. After all, did you know the smartest people in the world at the time believed toothaches were caused by a tooth worm squirming around and wreaking havoc on your tooth's nerves? Hi, my name's Alice Barnes, and you should first of all know I am not a dentist or even a dental hygienist. In fact, quite the opposite. Probably like you, I'm terrified of dentists. I'm so terrified, it's been 15 years since my last visit. Now, you may think this is weird, but I'm actually kind of proud of that. But here's what I'm really proud of. In those 15 years, not only have I not had a cavity, I haven't had one single toothache. And not only that, my teeth are just as bright and clean as if I used those expensive dental whitening systems. People have told me my teeth look as white as a model's. But that's the last thing I'd ever do is bathe them in harsh chemicals. I'll tell you why in a few minutes. You see, my teeth are super healthy. Now, you may think I'm just lucky, but that would be the farthest thing from the truth. The truth is, when it comes to dentists, I'm about as unlucky as one could be. It all started 15 years ago with an almost imperceptible throbbing lower right jaw. Now, at this point in my life, I hated going to the dentist. Every time I went, it seemed I walked out of there with more problems than when I went in. And I'd get charged thousands of dollars for the privilege of sitting in that god-awful dentist's chair. I'd be in agonizing pain while he drilled, but the dentist either didn't care or he was incompetent because when he tried to use Novocaine, it didn't numb the pain. He would get all frustrated and say it was my fault. I couldn't believe it. And this didn't happen with just one dentist. It happened with multiple dentists. I swear they must have all been trained at the same dental school. Now, I may have not started out that way, but over time, I developed a severe phobia of dentists. Maybe, like you, I get panic attacks just thinking about them. In fact, I'd be going kicking and screaming if I ever had to go to the dentist again. They'd have to put me in a straitjacket. Luckily, I don't have to. And with what you're about to learn, God willing, you won't have to either. That said, about 15 years ago, I woke up in the middle of the night with this persistent throbbing. I took some over-the-counter painkillers and tried to go back to bed, hoping, praying it would go away. No such luck. Oh no, I thought. This could be bad. In the morning, it was getting worse, so I skipped work that day and headed over to the drugstore. Surely I could find something that would get me out of pain. Not sure what would work, I bought everything. Potions, pills, powders, you name it. 3 hours later, the throbbing was incessant.